Approaching a crossroads 8 seasons into his NFL career, running back Mark Ingram has things he still wants to accomplish in football. "I'm going into my 9th year. I feel like I'm better than ever," Ingram said during an appearance on The Rich Eisen Show last week. "I feel like my career's still going up. I want to rush for 10,000 yards. Clearly, I want to win the Super Bowl. I just want to keep pressing forward, keep doing the best I can do and just control what I can control." But will Ingram be striving for those milestones with the New Orleans Saints, the team that brought him into the NFL from Alabama as the 28th selection in the 2011 draft? Ingram has played out a 4-year, $16 million contract signed in 2015. If the Saints don't re-sign him before the NFL's 2019 business year starts on March 13, Ingram will become a free agent. He was headed toward free agency in 2015, but he resigned with the Saints a few days before reaching that point. "I've been talking to the Saints," Ingram said. "It's kind of like a thing where they say they want me back. I say, I want to be back. It's just, can we compromise on the value? Like I said, I've been there my entire career. It's very rare that someone gets to spend their career in one place, and that would be something that would be significant. But at the same time, I'm not afraid to bet on myself. I believe in my opportunity. ... Of course, I'd love to be in New Orleans for my career, my teammates, my family. I met my wife, my children there. Like I said, I love the organization, and I hope it all gets worked out. But at the same time, I have all confidence in my abilities and all confidence in what I can do given the opportunity to be a feature guy. So I'm not scared to bet on myself. At the same time, I'd love to be in New Orleans." Ingram ran for 645 yards in 12 games in 2018. Of the 28 players with more rushing yards than Ingram this season, only 3 were older than the 2009 Heisman Trophy winner, who will turn 30 years old late in the 2019 NFL regular season. But Ingram figures his years of sharing the duties in the Saints' backfield with a series of ball carriers that has included Pierre Thomas, Darren Sproles, Chris Ivory, Kerry Robinson, Tim Hightower and now Alvin Kamara gives him a football age that's younger than his birth certificate would indicate. "I believe that I have many good years of football left in me," Ingram said. "They say I'm 29 years old, but if you just look at the backfields that I've been in, the shared carries I've had, you could count me as a 6-year back." Los Angeles Rams running back Todd Gurley's played 4 years, and I think I only have 200 more carries than him. Pittsburgh Steelers running back Le'Veon Bell's played 6 years. "I only have 90 more carries than him, and he missed this whole year. So he'd probably have more than me. So my age, I am 29, but at the same time I feel like the wear and tear I've had on my body is minimal, and I feel like my best years, I've still got 4 more years, at least, of playing elite football for somebody." Alabama's top 10 NFL rusher Ingram has 6,007 rushing yards on 1,321 carries during his career. His rushing total ranks 90th in NFL history. 31 players have rushed for 10,000. But more than reaching that statistical milestone, Ingram wants to play on an NFL championship team, and that's one of the reasons he'd like to stay with the Saints. "First of all, I want to win the Super Bowl," Ingram said. "I feel like we can do that in New Orleans. That's one reason I would love to be in New Orleans. I feel like we've got the team, the organization and the coaching staff. We were in the divisional, we were in the NFC Championship. Both those games were devastating losses. So we have the recipe, we know what to do, we know how to get there, we know how to win it. We just have to go out there and make it happen." The Saints have won the NFC South in the previous 2 seasons. In the playoffs for the 2017 season, New Orleans lost 29-24 to the Minnesota Vikings in the divisional round. Minnesota wide receiver Stephon Diggs scored on the game's final play when Saints safety Marcus Williams whiffed on a tackle, turning a 27-yard pass into a 61-yard score. In the playoffs for the 2018 season, New Orleans seemed in prime position to run down the clock to a game-winning field goal. Instead, a pass interference penalty went uncalled against Los Angeles, giving the Rams the time to make a comeback, and they eliminated the Saints 26-23 in overtime in the NFC Championship game. They both hurt, man. Ingram said, but I think this year probably was a little bit more painful just because you're 2 minutes away from being in the Super Bowl. You're in the NFC Championship, you have the ball and you're pretty much in control of your destiny. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think it was tougher this year. For more of Al.com's comprehensive coverage of the NFL, go to our NFL page. How many Alabama alumni played in the NFL in the 2018 season? Mark Ingram is a sports reporter for Alabama Media Group. Follow him on Twitter at @Mark1.